Hello and welcome to our last day at Fairhope Docks Marina. It's been 6 nights, I think,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a little too long. We think we overstayed our welcome here, a couple of nights at least. It's all weather related. We had high winds yesterday and rain the last 2 days, 3 days, so we've just kind of hunkered down here and enjoyed the cute little town. We got a rental car. We went out and saw movies yesterday afternoon while it was raining, and ran a lot of errands and got a lot of provisions for the boat that'll help us over the next couple of weeks. In less than a month, we'll be heading back to Kansas and then to Hawaii for the holidays. So we're kind of on the home stretch of our first little time on the boat before she sits for about 5 or 6 weeks over that period of time before we do the long haul, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I thought what we'd do is do maybe a little recap. It's kind of a celebration for us. It's been four weeks as of today since we left on the loop, and I've kind of recapped some of the expenses so it might be helpful for people to understand the cost of doing something like this. Overall, the most expensive part of this is definitely the diesel gas. The diesel gas in marinas for the last month has been a little under $3,500. We had a little bit of boat supplies, $125 in boat supplies, courtesy car gas, and a rental car that we had for the last 3 days. And the gas to get to the boat initially was just a little under $300. And then we had $450 in repairs, $250 of that being the GFI breaker that was replaced, and the $200 rookie mistake that I made by not checking the breaker on the anchor, finding where the breaker was and checking it prior to calling in somebody that charges $200. So overall it was $44,366.30, which extrapolates out to about a little over $50,000, I think, for a year. I think that's probably a little understated. The marinas have been fairly inexpensive here. We haven't had any major maintenance repair costs yet, which we will incur. We have to get the motor oil changes on the motors and some other things done, which will bring the repair cost up a little bit. And the marinas we're gonna get into over the next 3 to 6 months are going to be pretty expensive in Florida, the Bahamas, until we start going up the East Coast, and also when we get into Canada. So probably closer to $60,000 of expenses for this trip over a year. We haven't included any food. I think food is one of the things that we're actually going to save money over being home. We're not going out nearly as much as we would in Hawaii or at Lake of the Ozarks. So we're cooking almost all of our meals here, maybe averaging what? Going out?
Probably once a week.
Once a week, yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably about right. And so we had pizza last night. We went out to Fairhope and had pizza, and that was good. But most of the time we're making meals here, and that's been a big cost savings for us. And it's not really the expense of going out for us. It's more, I think we just eat healthier, and we get a nice variety of food by fixing the food here. So that's been expenses. In terms of any key learnings, for me, it's mostly, this has been, it's a lot of work.
A lot of work.
Managing a boat and running a boat for a year is a lot of work. There's always something to be done. So that's probably one of the learnings. The other learnings are really nice people that we've met. There's several loopers here today. Amy had a nice long conversation with one of them doing laundry today. So I mean, the loopers are really helpful and nice, especially to newbies like us. They had a lot of recommendations and suggestions. The marinas are very accommodating. The facilities tend to be good to very good. I think that's been a great learning for us. So overall, and anchoring out, we learned a lot about anchoring out. It's a lot of work, but it also is not a problem. So any other learnings on your side?
The only other learning I would say is it's a lot of work, and then you add the dog. And the dog does add, as much as we love having Sophie with us and she's super fun, she does add a lot of work to the boat. So that was a little more surprising. I knew she'd be at work, but that's probably the most surprising thing for me, is the amount of work she adds.
Yeah, she has no worries. We do all the worrying for that dog. How's she going to get off? Where's she going to go to the bathroom? How long has she been on the boat without going to the bathroom? She worries none. We do it all for her.
Yeah.
And so, but she's a joy to have too. So, well, that's it. We're headed to Orange Beach and start our second month on the loop starting tomorrow. So we'll see you in Orange Beach.